erase it from your head.
I won't.
So
It's for the
basically,
most role players of us.
yeah. So it's basically for the people who like an extra layer for the game.
Yeah, I
Là,
get that.
la seule chose, par rapport à l'event en lui-même, c'est qu'avant chaque event, on jettera les dés pour savoir qui va attaquer, qui va défendre.
Before each event, we
Raise
will
it from your
roll
head.
the dice to know who will be the attacker and who will be the defender.
Et ça va. Mais du coup, on fait ça en avance pour pouvoir choisir la map en conséquence. On est d'accord. Jerry.
Attends, oui, repose ta question.
Du coup, ça, on va le faire en avance, une heure à l'avance, par exemple, pour pouvoir choisir la map en conséquence du tirage de dés.
Oui.
Okay, so 2 hours before the event, you register your units and your estimated number of men, and then at least and between then and an hour before the event, we'll roll the dice and pick a map which fits the result of the dice roll, and we'll publish the map on which will be an hour before the event. So that's how it'll be. And after the event or before every event, I think Jerry or the ones among you that are interested in it can update the tabletop on everything.
That sounds good.
Alright.
Sur le tabletop.
It it's not showing the actual
Map.
Yeah. Anyone else have that issue?
I had the same thing. Yeah.
Okay. Is that client side or server side?
I think it's when I loaded in.
Okay.
Sur le tabletop, quand les unités qui ont joué à l'event ont perdu, elles peuvent se retrouver à perdre l'état qu'elles défendent, où elles étaient positionnées.
And if you lose your encounter with an opposing force, there's a chance that you lose the state you are defending. So if the attacker wins, he may win the state.
Ah, okay, yeah.
Est-ce que du coup il y a encore besoin de moi pour autre chose, quoi? Parce que moi très franchement tabletop j'y connais rien et c'est auxiliaire. Donc,
Ouais, non mais ça c'est bon.
donc ouais. Est-ce qu'il y aurait, is there anything else beside tabletop that you want to talk about?
Regarding in-game?
Yeah, regarding anything you want.
I'll probably have some written questions later on.
Just ask.
Yeah. But everything seems fine.
If you have questions that come to your mind anytime, you can ask them in the dedicated channel.
Okay.
I can answer our best. I'll leave for now because I have to go, and I think it's just tabletop left for tonight.
Okay.
So hope you guys have a good continuation.
Could I have a copy of the current save file for the tabletop?
Sorry?
Could I have a copy of the current save file for the tabletop? Just because it's showing up as just white on my screen, and I wouldn't mind just.
I don't have it, but Jerry,
Oui.
Preacher, il voudrait une copie du tabletop.
Ok.
Ou de la carte, quoi, parce que lui, ça s'affiche pas sur son écran, il s'est connecté sur ton truc et la carte est pas affichée.
Ouais.
I think it's very neat.
Yes.
Yeah, I agree.
Sorry, just wait.
I'll leave now.
Just
I'll
wait.
let you between.
I will change it.
Bye.
Au revoir.
Auf Wiedersehen.
That's all right.
No, it failed to
Oh.
load.
Alright, guys.
Yeah.
I'll go as well.
I'll try rejoining.
man.
Hey,
See
take
ya.
care, man.
Thank you for hosting that. I think we're gonna try it out on Sunday.
Tobias.
Oui.
Donne-moi, s'il te plaît.
Goodbye.
Yeah, Schneider.
Do you see the map now?
Well, if
Negative.
you're gonna think about it, we've got
Okay.
some other events we're looking at, so we'll let y'all know.
Okay, I will change it.
Yeah, thank you guys.
Yeah, thanks.
Hey, see you later, 13th. I'm really excited. I'm excited about this. I think it's. Oh, there it is. There it is. Excellent. Thank you guys.
Okay.
So you're still in the infancy of the c'est un bébé le idea de le campagne les règles
we have been inspired by the great campaign, but we would like to
inspired by the okay.
To create a mix between some event and grand campaign and creating a different thing.
If you have time, I have lots of ideas that I would love to put forward.
Si tu as du temps, il peut te conseiller des trucs, voir avec toi.
Oh yes, yes, I would like.
Okay.
I would like. Oh, tout le monde est parti?
J'ai l'impression.
Presque. Ouais.
Oh.
Oh, like what ideas? Honestly, if you speak in French, I'll have it. I might pick up easier than your English.
Yes,
I don't speak it well. I don't speak well, but yeah, exactly. I'll talk English. You talk French. Boom, boom. Yeah.
And into this tabletop, we have a board for the victories. When TSA won a victory for the event night, we will place one token here.
So the scoreboards, the victory boards, do not currently work. The map works, however, the victory board does not. By the way,
one token for one day. It's not for one unit or 2 units, or it's just to.
So basically, if CSA
okay.
the maps,
Tobias,
it's one.
Vas-y, dis-moi tout.
En fait, voilà, on va additionner les victoires et les défaites de chacun.
We will add the victories and defeat, both Union and CSA.
Pour savoir qui remporte la journée.
To determine who is the winner of the day.
Yeah.
Union and Confederate.
By the total tally of it'll be one victor per day. Per event, sorry.
Il y aura qu'un seul vainqueur par event. Question.
Alors, oui et non. Le côté confédéré.
No.
Yes and no. Yeah. Comme si, yeah.
Confederate side should won one game for one day, but
that's not me.
But the unit could won more points and a state.
Dis-le en français parce que j'ai pas très bien compris moi.
Okay.
So a strategic versus a tactical victory, for instance.
Le côté confédéré peut gagner la journée.
Okay, the Confederate side might win the day.
Mais les unités confédérées, elles, peuvent remporter des états et des points.
Ah putain, j'ai compris ça y est. Okay, so yeah, that's what you said between tactical victory and strategic victory.
Okay.
You may win the day, but not the battle, or win the battle, but not the day. Okay.
Understood. Okay, so so I might win the one team A, team un numero un might win the battle, but if on the board, on the strategy board, they don't have, let's say, for example, whatever the resources or the manpower or however you plan to go about it, they may lose. I'm gonna move the horse guy. They may lose strategically and have to fall back to dirty old Alabama.
Yes, that's what I understand. Ce qu'il a dit, c'est que l'unité A peut avoir gagné la bataille, mais avoir épuisé ses ressources, ne pas avoir assez de ressources, et ensuite être obligé de se replier, en fait. Donc de ne pas pouvoir tenir l'état.
Euh, Ça peut.
It is one possible outcome.
Okay.
Pour exemple, historiquement, faut que je prenne un bon exemple. On dit que la bataille. Qu'est-ce que je vais prendre comme bataille historique?
Tu veux représenter quoi? Le fait d'avoir gagné tactiquement, mais
You're
perdu
you're asking
Voilà,
for a historical
ça.
battle? You're asking for an
Ça.
example?
Yeah, he's looking for a battle where the attacker
A
won the day,
a
but had
Pyrrhic
to
victory.
retreat.
A Pyrrhic victory. Okay, so um, great example would be most CSA victories. Antietam, uh, the next day, Robert E. Lee had to withdraw from Maryland. And I find that a lot of fun because that's the actual map we play on, the Maryland campaign. Uh,
Mhm.
so I guess you could say, let's say I'm Robert E. Lee on this horse, and you know you got Burnside and Hooker's First Corps and all that coming from the north, and I know I'm on the wrong state, but whatever. Would it look something like, eh, you know, we beat the, good, we won the event. No, sorry, we won the battle, the map, I guess, but we had only 80 tickets, and we spent 100 of them. So maybe we knock you down a couple pegs, but you hold the ground, and poor old Robert E. Lee has to retreat through the Blue Mountains and go home.
Yeah, that's about right, yeah. Donc il prenait en exemple la bataille d'Antietam, justement. Ouais.
Oui. J'ai hésité à la prendre et j'étais pas sûr.
Mm. He was
Euh,
not sure about the battle, but he thought about it.
Oh yeah, so I worked on a campaign of my own. The goal of that was to not have to use Tabletop Simulator, and I can show you a screenshot of what I had in mind. It was, but that being said, I'm not telling you to scrap everything you've done here or anything like that. But it used I have a collection of every map in War of Rights and how they all connect to each other, and I
Oh,
think
nice.
this ties into what you might be going for with how to select the maps and stuff like that. And the idea was uh, you know, uh, like a choose your own story adventure. Um, and like, do you know what I'm talking about? Le libre et le how do you say story? Um, et le aventure et le page uh, you know 5 or page you know
Ah.
2.
Okay, so guys, I have to go. I will get you as soon as possible for this event. It looks really interesting. I'm going to relay everything to Pearl now.
I'm being overcomplicated. Sorry, guys. I'm just interested. Sorry.
No problem, no problem.
But if you enjoy talking about it, I enjoy talking about it. Um,
That's
so
about right.
I'll post a picture of it was like a just like an example of what it might look like, and I used the Antietam map, and I'm gonna throw you guys a little freebie here. Let's see. Um, One moment. I have it written. I have it all saved here. Let's see.
Il t'expliquait qu'il avait en
Mini
fait
campaign work in
une,
progress. Here we go.
une collection de cartes justement des différentes batailles pour voir comment est-ce qu'elles s'entremêlent les unes les autres, tu vois. Comment
Oh
tu
yes,
passes par exemple de Harper's Ferry à Antietam et autres.
oh yes, I would like.
Oh, awesome. I'll post it. I'll post it in the just in the questions area, or I can DM it to you. I have it right here. So let's see.
Par exemple, tu peux lui dire, Tobias?
You know,
Je t'écoute.
screens and movies. I'll put it there. Let's see.
Yeah. Tu peux lui dire que par exemple sur un event, des régiments peuvent gagner un état, mais que sur l'ensemble de la soirée, par exemple, des régiments confédérés peuvent gagner des territoires sur une soirée, mais que sur l'ensemble de la soirée, le côté confédéré peut avoir perdu l'event. Total.
So
Tu vois ce
you
que...
may, yeah, for example, if you're playing CSA, you may win qu'est-ce que tu m'as dit? Tu peux gagner l'état, mais tu peux perdre la soirée, c'est ça?
C'est ça. En fait,
Ok.
chaque unité peut gagner ou perdre une partie, mais le
Oui,
côté,
j'ai compris, j'ai compris. Ouais.
voilà.
So yeah, that's what we said earlier. You may win a state, but in the meantime, you may lose the night. You may lose the event. Well, the event, the
Right.
day of the event.
Have you guys ever encountered this issue? Did you guys played Grand Campaign? Um, I'm sure. I know CSA Second Corps did. Um, and other campaigns, it happens all the time. A big issue I noticed, and this is why I'm a little bit. I always ask these questions and stuff before a campaign, is because I believe it's important to make a commitment, and a lot of units drop out.
Hmm.
They'll show up to a campaign late, or they'll drop out early, and well, this event sucks anyways, and they kind of leave, just like a game of Risk in real life. No one's ever happy when they finish a game of Risk. By the end, half the people are on the phones and stuff like that. But so my goal with the one I drew there is to be limited to 4 to 6 weeks. That way, I think the length of the campaign is very important. But that being said, I'm happy. I'm looking forward to being part of this, anyways. If you'll have me. These are all just suggestions. And right now I'm just trying to find this stupid screenshot I have. Here's one of them. It's a little bit outdated, but it's all the overlapping maps on the Antietam battlefield. And also the Harper's Ferry. What's really neat is you have the drill camp, and in the drill camp you can walk from the beginning of the Battle of Harper's Ferry to the very end, from Schoolhouse Ridge to Maryland Heights, and it's really neat.
Oh, okay,
So
okay.
I made that, and that's all overlapping sectors of the um, Antietam battlefield, and the size and scale of the maps. People talk a lot about historical mode. When's historical? We have historical mode. We totally have it. Um, it's called Hooker's Push, and if not that one in particular, um, God damn it, I wish I was faster with my hands. That was my mouth. Okay.
Ah,
Uh,
ok.
Mhm.
but
That sounds like a lot of work you've done here.
Oh man, yeah. That's why I'm
Nice job.
excited talking about it. But don't think that I'm trying to push it on you or anything like that. I'm just happy to suggest it. Um, and I do this all in maps. And you can actually see there is A to B. There's an actual order of battle that the maps have in War of Rights. And nope, not now. Sorry. And it would be more like are you going left, right, or center? And if you go center, these will be your two options after. From there, can you go left, right, or center? And with as less is best, my mom always said. And so that you can actually see them side by side. That's an old sketch of the battlefield at Antietam. I have a whole collection of them, and you can see the developers actually did a pretty good job at getting it one for one scale. And for example, the muster map, Eastwood Skirmish, CSA main spawn. If you turn around, you are standing exactly where you would stand if you were Union on Eastwood's regular. Um,
Okay.
and if you were to walk a little bit further, you would see, uh, Hooker's Push is my favorite example because on Hooker's Push you can see Nicodemus Hill, Miller's Cornfield, Eastwoods, Westwoods, Eastwood Skirmish, Hagerstown Turnpike. You can see Dunker Church, um, It's it's a lot of fun stuff that they already have in the game that I feel doesn't get used, and you guys have a great opportunity here to use a lot of it. Here's a little video I took. That's of Harper's Ferry. It's uploading right now.
Okay, East Coast Skirmish. Okay. Oh,
Si
I
tu
did
peux,
not know that.
si tu peux me traduire?
Bon, en fait, il m'a simplement expliqué enfin, simplement, entre guillemets, tout le travail qu'il avait fait de recollection de toutes les cartes, en t'expliquant que tu pouvais voir à partir de Eastwood Skirmish, tu pouvais voir Dunkerchurch et Nicomadeus Hill, tu vois.
D'accord.
The guns on Hagerstown Turnpike for the CSA are in the exact same
Yeah.
spot as they are on um, Hooker's Push. A lot of people don't seem to notice it. I think a lot of new players notice it when they don't know the maps by name and know the meta and all that stuff. It's easy to lose perspective. 50 yards from
Okay.
Union main spawn on Roulette Lane is the Union main spawn on Piper Farm, and the battery on Piper Farm for Union is the same as a battery on Roulette Lane, but facing the opposite direction. And I think that by adding a little bit of historical flavor to it, um, I don't have any personal connection. I'm Canadian. It's all the same to me. But the historical flavor part, I think, would really help with getting more participants. Not that I care. I
Mhm.
think having a few good people is better than a lot of shitty ones. But um, getting more participants and getting people interested. We all want to play a Civil War game, and I think this would help us. That's just one idea to help keep people involved in the event
Okay.
that maybe if some people do start to get bored or something like that. And the shorter campaign part is to simply reduce any stress on people if they think, ah, shit, well now I got to play this for another 8 weeks and I know we're gonna lose anyways. You know, I don't say that, but yeah, I'm sure people have thought it.
Hmm. Okay, I understand. So basically, playing War of Rights as the timeline in real life. So
Yeah,
battle after battle in chronological order.
that's correct.
Yeah, that might be a good idea actually. So
By
il a dit,
proximity.
yeah, il a dit d'en fait de jouer les batailles par proximité et par ordre chronologique comme elles sont vraiment passées dans la vraie vie, tu vois.
D'accord.
In that picture I put of all the maps overlaid, I put all the main spawns of each one overlaid with a flag there, and you can almost see the way the battle plays out. It's really neat.
Okay.
It
Ah,
starts
that's
it
nice
starts at the top
actually.
right corner, works its way down, and with the one I put over the real sketch of the battlefield at Antietam, um, you can play the whole battle, but a little bit different, um, and just focus on the battle itself instead of the Eastern Theater. I'm not saying your way's bad. I love it. I think I like the spirit of the events. I really I think that having a flexible view on
Mm-hmm.
it that you guys have is very pragmatic and awesome, and that's the only reason I'm bringing this up to you. Um, but yeah, it's just something to consider. And if you want, I can show you in game right now um, the way it could play out on Harper's Ferry, because in the Harper's Ferry drill camp, you can walk from the graveyard
Mm-hmm.
to Shenandoah Street to High Street to downtown to River Crossing to whatever. Um, uh, it's
Okay.
it's historical mode. It is historical mode. I just don't think that it's optimized for players to have it, as part of the user interface. But I think but if we already make events and we use Tabletop Simulator and we're already this creative, um, I don't see why we can't do something like that. But that's off topic a little bit. I just thought you'd uh, find it interesting.
Actually, that's not quite off topic because you sum up your thought really well when saying historical mode. and you're not going from a map to another randomly. You do it chronologically, like what happened or what could have happened.
What could have
So yeah,
happened?
that's
Exactly.
actually a good idea. Oui, ben, il m'a simplement précisé voilà, le fait de, par exemple, prendre également l'exemple avec Rapport Ferry en disant que tu pouvais passer en gros d'une carte à l'autre en étant sur cette position. Je pense que ça peut être une idée assez intéressante de jouer les cartes comme ça.
Oui, ouais.
J'aime bien l'idée, moi. Ouais, j'aime bien.
Et en fait, on prendrait la chronologie du jeu, c'est ça? Enfin,
On
la
prendrait,
chronologie de la guerre?
on prendrait la chronologie IRL, c'est ça, voilà, comme ça s'est passé.
So, for example, Eastwoods and Eastwood skirmish.
Yeah.
Now
Eastwood
I know a
skirmish, yeah.
big problem is a lot of people. I noticed the EU players they don't like Eastwoods because the forest. I think their computers it messes up. Um, so understood. If that's ever the case, disregard. Um, but Eastwoods and Eastwood skirmish, I think are a very cool what if type thing because on one map you have USA attacker um, and CSA defender, and on the other map you have CSA attacker and USA defender, and they're both for the same point of contention, only 50 yards apart. The one on Eastwood skirmish at the end of the woods is no less than 50 yards from the one on Eastwood's normal that the CSA has to
Oh
capture.
yeah, you're right, right.
Yeah,
I've seen.
you
I
think of the
see the map right now. Yeah, 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 yeah.
you think of the logs on those maps, right? Um,
Yeah.
oh the logs, it's the logs of the think of CSA main spawn in the muster map. Turn around. That's it. You're looking at it. It's right there. It's all right there.
Okay.
And
Yeah, I see the thing right now. Okay. Bah, là, il me prenait l'exemple de Eastwood Skirmish et
Mhm.
Eastwood. Avec ben, Eastwood Skirmish, tu as attaqueur, enfin les USA sont en attaque. Et
Ouais,
Eastwood tout court, tu as la CSA en attaque et les deux points de contention en fait sont à sa trentaine de mètres l'un de l'autre quoi. Et en effet, quand tu regardes les deux cartes, ouais, c'est exactement ça en fait.
ouais.
Tu as 50 mètres à faire entre les deux points quoi.
the scale of the maps is a big factor as well. So I posted a little. It's a stupid like I guess you can say meme I made there. But that is Hagerstown Turnpike held up next to Hooker's Push. That is the actual scale of the maps.
Ok.
And on Hooker's Push, you can see, like I said, on that map, you can see Roulette Lane in the bottom right corner. You can see Sunken Lane at the very, very bottom, the road leading there. You can see Dunker Church, um, actually just south of CSA main spawn on Hooker's Push. Um, over, if you follow that road that goes off to the top right part of the screen, that would take you to Otto Sherrick Farm and then to Burnside Bridge. Um, if you were to go directly north of the CSA main or directly west of
Mhm.
USA main, that is Dunker Church. I'm sorry, not
Okay,
Dunker Church.
okay.
I'm sorry. Nicodemus Hill. Nicodemus Hill.
Okay, okay. I see now. Okay.
And I'll post the screenshots
So yeah.
just
Mm, mm, mm,
easier to visualize. Um, I find a lot of players get more involved when they see that and they kind of you know where they are on the battlefield. As it's happening. Um, I know
mhm.
Harper's Ferry. If you're CSA, um, what's there? Why Bolivar Heights Redoubt? Why is it like that and not like downtown? It's because the CSA took the train in this made up in this semi-fictitious semi-fictional scenario, and they took the train and they actually rode it west to the north side of where the Union camp is, west of Harper's Ferry, west of Washington Street, west of the graveyard,
Mhm.
and they got off the train and they attacked from that corner with the
Okay.
With the Louisianans, and and then you can see the road that they hauled, and that's where Schoolhouse Ridge is as well. Schoolhouse Ridge is the attack on Bolivar Heights Redoubt. You just have to look to the right, and there's a redoubt, and if you look to the left, there's the camp. Um, uh, a lot of average players just don't know, and that's fine. It's not very intuitive. Um, I'll probably just spam some screenshots, um,
Yeah, because
useful ones.
you, yeah, for example, myself, for example, when I play Bolivar Heights, I know that all the 3 or 4 maps are connected, but I do not really see the entirety of the map. I only see a portion of it, you know?
Uh huh. It's a lot of fun, especially for the history nuts. If you go on Google Maps today, all the screenshots I just took, um,
Okay.
you can see them there today on Google Maps. I also have those ready. There's Hagerstown Turnpike. Here's here's all the maps that you can fit inside that one screenshot I took of Hooker's Push. Roulette Lane. No, not Piper Farm. Piper Farm is just off screen. Dunker Church, yes. Westwoods, yes. Evening Eastwoods, yes. Hooker's Push, I guess, yeah. Um, yeah, all
Okay.
these fit into one screenshot. Oh, fuck, only 10 at a time. I'm sorry. I don't want to take up too much of your time.
Oh, don't worry.
Let's see. All
Okay,
these,
okay.
all these fit into one map. They all fit into Hooker's Push. You can even see Miller's
Hmm.
Cornfield, the way it goes down into Hagerstown. That was pure coincidence, but it even shows it there. I could change the order of the way I place them. It looks more easy to see with your own. You can trace it with your finger on your monitor. It's so cool. Um,
Okay. Never thought of it this way. Okay.